So I'm gonna give you some time to try to do 4, 5, and 6 on your own. 18 is 25% of what number? What percent of 24 is 18? And 12 is 80% of what number? So I'm gonna give you some time to set that up and solve it on your own. Remember that each setup has 2 fractions. And remember that it's always gonna be the is, the part, over of the whole. Is over of equals your percent over 100. Is over of equals percent over 100. So that should be your setup for all of these. So I'm gonna leave you at it. You guys are gonna try to do it on your own right now. Is over of equals percent over 100. Is over of equals percent over 100. Is over of equals percent over 100. Okay, so if you need more time, you can pause the video and try to do them on your own, but I'm gonna break it down right now. So if you want more time, just pause the video and then continue when you're done. I like to start off with my percent because that is the easiest thing to identify. And sometimes that splits your problem in 2. So you can see that you have 18 is, and then you can see you have of what number. So that means that's what I'm missing. That is represented by an X. Set up your proportion, and then you cross multiply. 18 times 100 gives me 1800, and that is equal to 25 times X. 25 times X, which gives me 25X. And I could divide the number that is with my X on both sides. The same numbers cancel out. You're left with X is equal to doesn't go into 1, doesn't go into 18. It goes into 150 6 times. It gives you 0, 0, 300. It goes into 100 4 times. Oh, I messed up. I'm sorry. I messed up. I should have put 7. I messed up. I'm sorry. It's 175. I messed up. My mistake. So I put 150, but technically it could have gone 7 times and it would have been closer. So I messed up. I'm sorry again. So that's gonna be you're gonna borrow that from this 8, that becomes 10. So then 10 minus 5 is 50. So I'm sorry, I subtracted wrong. So 25 goes into 50 2 times. And that's gonna be 72. So I want you to realize that you have to be very careful, because even me, the math teacher, I made a mistake. So making mistakes is very common when you're doing long division. So be very, very careful and don't rush it. Okay, next question. We're gonna start with our percent. There is no percent sign, because if you look right here, what is next to the percent? So I'm missing my percent. So I'm gonna put an X there. I have is with 2 numbers next to them. But if you look at of, there's only one number. Only one number is next to the word of. So that one has to be the of. Which means I have left over 18 is. So cross multiply. 18 times 100 gives me 1800, and that is equal to x times 24, which gives you 24x. So we're gonna do 1800 divided by 24. When we did 25, 7 was close, so we could try that. Let's try it 7. So we're gonna do 24 times 7. 28, carry the 2, 14, 168. I'm not gonna get closer than that, so 7 works. 168, subtract. It's gonna be a 7, it's gonna be 120. What can I do? 7 gave me 168, so that was too much. I'm gonna try 5. Which worked perfectly. So I divided by 24, that canceled out. I was left with 1800 minus divided by 24, and I gave you 75. Oh, it's asking for percent. So it's not just 75, your answer should be 75%. So be careful. It was asking for percent, so make sure your answer has a percent. Okay, this one. 12 is 80% of what number? 12 is 80% of what number? So remember, we like to start off with our percent. And then that shows you that 12 is of what number? So I'm missing that. Cross multiply. 12 times 100 gives us 1200. And that is equal to 80 times x, which is 80x. We're going to divide by 80 on both sides. Same number cancels out. 1 0 can cancel 1 0, but you're still left with 120 divided by 8. So 120 divided by 8. 8 goes into 12 one time. 8 goes into 40 5 times. So your answer is x is equal to 15. It's not asking for percent, so your answer is just 15. So that is how we do percent proportion.